ground, peasant climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning, my catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats, that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, this will beast as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He's got the first down and more than that. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, 37 yards. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Back to throw, Rush. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. 2nd and 16. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Rush. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After a 1-point game, 7-6. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Rush to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow
They can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On fourth down, rush. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing here, rush. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Rodgers going to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught, and he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Rolling to his right. Open man right side, it's Lamb. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 68 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. The 20. Touchdown. Randall Cobb, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. Finding space at the 40. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into...